What's up, YouTube? We got another yo-yo review to do today. This is the Too Sick Yo-yos Seraph. Now, I've had the Seraph for a little while, and I know a lot of people have had a couple. They've been floating around a little bit out in the yo-yo internets for a little while. But the actual release drop of the Too Sick Seraph is this coming Friday, which is tomorrow. And I gotta say, I love it. Let's get into it a little bit. I'm gonna put all the specs and stuff of the Seraph down in the description because I don't have them here in front of me. I think I have to get them from Joey. But all the specs and everything will be down in the description of this video, so make sure you check that out. In addition to the specs, you can find out where to get this, which is gonna be on the Too Sick site, which is where the drop is gonna happen. So, the Too Sick Seraph, I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is absolutely one of my favorite yo-yos that's going to come out this year. Top 3 all time for sure. I like this just as much as I like the Banshee. I like it just as much as I like the Countach 5000 QV. This is my jam. I love this yo-yo. And that's not to say that there aren't yo-yos that maybe perform a little bit better or whatever. This yo-yo just sort of fits me. It gets me right. You know what I mean? So let's kind of compare it to some other yo-yos that I really like. I like it. It's actually pretty similar to the Gecko. It's just a little more chill. Kind of a wide, comfy shape. But the Gecko is a little bit more, you can tell, like, competition-y and competition-driven. This is a little more comfy and just chill. And I really like that about it. But it's still pretty quick. It's not that heavy of a yo-yo. I'd say it's probably 65, 66 grams. But, again, specs down in the description of the video. It's sort of like a comfier, more chill version of the Gecko, especially because the cups are pretty similar, like just bowl shapes. But this one's got a little bit more going on in the bowl. There's that little, like, flat spot, sort of, that's rounded out. And this is really excellent for finger spins. Just super excellent. It's kind of a comfier feel to, like, say, what the Orca would be. It's sort of comfier and I guess a little more powerful feeling than the Orca. But still very, you know, good in that regard. Kind of nice and wide, like the Orca would be. Similar width there. It's actually almost as wide as the Manatee. The Manatee's just a hair wider, maybe a millimeter or two wider on the Manatee. But I gotta say, I really, really, really dig this yo-yo. The play is just about where I like to play, that level of sort of just relaxed performance play, but at the same time, like, easy to hit tricks because it's nice and wide. Diameter is perfect as well for chopsticky stuff, and it's just a nice, soft, smooth yo-yo to play. As you can see, there's kind of a nice little rounded off step in there that's very comfortable, but also facilitates finger grinds very well by removing some of that surface area that you get with a lot of other yo-yos. You can definitely pull off some thumb grinds right there. And like I said, finger spins in this cup are kind of a dream. One of my favorite finger spin yo-yos, for sure. But that's probably enough of me rambling on about it. Let's go through it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we are back with the Too Sick Seraph. That bind was not tight. It's what I get for binding at my desk. Too Sick Seraph. Like I said, this is absolutely one of my top 3 favorite yo-yos that came out this year. So I'm biased on it because it just fits the way I like to play yo-yo very, very well. It's kind of that nice, sort of smaller diameters, but at the same time a wider yo-yo, so it's easy to catch, but also doesn't get in your way, which I really, really enjoy. It's easy to hit whips and things like that. Let's get into the technical aspects of it. As far as the finish and the grinding is concerned, it's absolutely perfect. I showed you that step that kind of removes a little bit of the surface area, and man, does it work well. It's just like absolutely one of the best grind finishes and just grind shapes I've ever had the pleasure of touching on a yo-yo, and it's just insanely good. I probably need to change this string because I play this yo-yo a ton. But as far as the finish is concerned, fantastic finish, wonderful finish. All the 2 sick finishes are really good. The super soft, nice, almost powdery finish, in addition to the shape, just really, really fit this yo-yo a lot, and I really, really enjoy that. Thumb grinds, like I was talking about, very simple. Nice little lip in there to grab. It grabs on real nice. Thumb grinds real nice. It's nice and smooth. Like all 2.6, and I've had this one for a while. It is dead smooth. Like, no vibe whatsoever. And I've had this, and I've taken it apart and everything, but still 10 out of 10. Perfectly, beautifully smooth. Like the day I got it, and like I play this thing a ton. This is sort of the yo-yo that I pick up a lot. Since I've got it, I've picked it up a ton. Maybe not 200 or 300 hours, but like, let's say 100 hours of play. A lot of play in this yo-yo. Hours and hours a day of play on this yo-yo. Finger spins, perfect. Perfect finger spin yo-yo. I love it for finger spins. It's amazing. It's fantastic. The cup is easy to hit because it's huge, and you can kind of ride your finger along that ridge in there, up that flat spot. It's excellent. It's just magnificent. Excellent. But yeah, let's go ahead and throw it on the desk. We will take it apart, and we can do pros and cons. All right, guys, we are back on the desk with the 2.6 Seraph. Now, let's pop this bad boy apart. Now, like I said, I mean, insanely smooth. Just so good. Everything 2.6 does, just absolute quality. Comes apart real nice. Here we go. Same pads that are in the Gecko and the other 2.6 stuff. Those sort of like smoky pads that just work great. I had to change this string because I've been playing the crap out of it. Sadly. Sorry, string. That 10-ball bearing that all the 2.6 yo-yos have been using lately. The 10-ball center track. Super smooth. Super quiet. Plays great. Excellent bearing. No complaints there. As you can see, it's kind of a nice organic shape with like a little organic bubble there. Very, very comfy to play, comfy to catch. Just absolutely, in my opinion, perfection. And really just overall, I don't have a bad thing to say about it. It's a fun, comfy yo-yo that performs really well. Thumb grind's great. Look at this finish. How cool is this purple and gray splash on black? I mean, that's just awesome. It's all like Phantom-y. I told Joey he should have called this the Phantom finish, but he called it something else. But I'm going to call it the Phantom finish. So super good. Looks great. Plays great. Feels great. Is great. There we go. How's that for a review? Plays great. Looks great. Spins great. Is great. Bam. Let's do pros and cons. So pros. Finish. Oh my God. Best finish. Perfect. That like powdery smooth. Perfect finish. Other pros. Finger spin. This cup, and while not specifically designed for finger spins amazingly. And because it's kind of a little bit extra wide as far as the yo-yo is concerned, real easy to hit that whip to bind it. Excellent. Excellent on all fronts there. The thumb grind lip in there is a nice addition and also gives it that nice little bit of rim weight, but it's not all packed on the rim. It steps down a little bit, so it's really fun and interesting to throw as well. The weight is perfect on this for me, in my opinion. Kind of a little bit floaty, but still can kind of go a little quicker if you want to push it. Just overall, just a really nice weighted playing yo-yo in that regard. As far as design is concerned, Joey pretty much kills it every time, so you can't really say one way or the other about that, because Joey kills the design every time. It's always good. This, I feel like, is particularly good, though. As far as cons are concerned, It's maybe not the longest spinning, highest performing Too Sick Yo-yo that came out this year. It's actually probably on the lesser end of long spinning and performance, but it's clearly not a competition shape, at least not as much as the Gecko would be, or the Nightingale, the Night and Gale that came. There was a bimetal that came out earlier. So, you know, if you're looking for a super performance-driven yo-yo, a yo-yo that you're going to take to contests and stuff like that, you know, this maybe isn't that, but I mean, it still performs better than most. So, I mean, you could. It's just maybe not the best in the line of what Too Sick has to offer to do that, but it's still super great. And if it's something that you're comfortable playing, you may just want to go with this anyway, because it's super comfy, super good. The rims here could be considered a little bit sharp. It doesn't bother me at all. I usually have yo-yos come back not so fast. I just keep doing tricks till they're ready to come back. But like in addition to how the Gecko was, like where that was sharp, that's a little bit sharp as well. It doesn't bother me at all. Neither of them did, but for some people it might bother you. This one, the sharp kind of goes that way, like it goes out though instead of up. So it's less bad on this, or it's less sharp on this than it would be on the Gecko, which sort of goes up. So there's that. That's, I guess, sort of a con, if you could call it that. But I mean, overall, we're just talking about like perfect machining. Mine still doesn't have a flaw. I've tried to take really good care of it. No flaws whatsoever. Perfect machining, great bearing, great pads, great design. I mean, I really, really like this thing. Like I said, this is one of my top 3 favorite yo-yos at the moment, along with the Countach 5000 QV and the G-Squared Banshee. I think, in my opinion, this is just as fun and plays right up there with those yo-yos. So these drop this coming Friday. Check down in the description. You will get all of the Too Sick info in addition to the specs of this yo-yo and some information about me, my Facebook, and, you know, Twitter, all that stuff. So check out down in the description of this video for all that stuff. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I do yo-yo content every day. This is an everyday kind of thing. At least pretty much every day. Sometimes I miss a day. I'm human. What do you want from me? But I do this every day. So make sure you like and subscribe, because it's going to be winter time and you guys are going to watch a lot of YouTube. I'm going to do a lot of YouTube, and let's be friends. It'll be good. It's a good time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.